Hello world! I'm your host Bunny, this is Awesome Knots, and today we are playing Lonestar again. I have gotten many questions about the no health build, and this is what it looks like. Pause if you want to see it more. We're using transfusion grenades mainly with the extra stick, and now bouncing grenades together with run speed, solar tree, and piggyback. Since the buff off the rubber grenades, they have become very potent, and he was very powerful before, but I used to use the Mr. TNT for the extra explosion size, but now I would say rubber grenades is far superior. So that's what we're going for. We are going to be farming mainly. This is an early build with early powerful push build and a carry build combined. It's not a gank build as always with Lonestar pretty much. And what else is going on? It's been New Year's, I've been gone for a month. It's been really strange to not be doing videos, and even more strange to not be making comment. Yes, it's been really strange not commenting on videos, which is something you get into a habit of and start enjoying, and when you stop doing it, it's kind of like something's missing from your gameplay, because you're just sitting there in silence playing, and it's weird. Anyways, we're going with piggyback, solar tree, and we're gonna save up for the transfusion grenades. We need 220 solar, we start out at about 150, so it shouldn't take that long. The next step will be the extra stick, and beyond there we take bouncing grenades, run speed, and then we're done with the build, and then we're just adding things on top for the hell of it. And there was a weedling apparently up there that I got solar for. So the general idea with the build is to run around, be in the air as much as possible with run speed, and regenerating health through our dynamite as much as possible, since with 3 sticks at 7 health each when it hits, and if you have 2 droids in a lane you get 42 health if you hit all 3. That keeps you going for quite a while, and down went Spike. So that's the general idea, and it's proven to be a very potent build against most opponents so far. And I know we've seen versions or variations of this build before that feels familiar and it looks familiar. And it is familiar. The only difference is that we're now not aiming to have any health, instead we're going for mobility, which outweighs the weaknesses that other builds used to have, that they were too slow for example, so even if you had health you get caught by Clunk or something else nasty and exploded on. This doesn't happen as much with this build if you're careful and you're trying to keep as much range as possible. There we go, the transfusion is taken, next 220 for another extra stick, and at that point we're bursting 60 damage a pop in the face of people, and with that we can start softening things up, as we will be farming all the lanes, both of them, all 2 lanes. We will also try to soften up enemies without ganking too much, to give our allies as much as a chance as possible of ganking instead and keeping up a little bit. The general idea is to pull as far away as possible from your opponents, as in as high level as possible. But you also don't want to screw over your allies, because if they start ganging up on you and you die and you've just left your allies behind and taken all the solar, suddenly you're screwing the entire team over. So we're gonna try to not gank if possible. Also note that weedlings can be outranged if you're just a little bit careful, which is awesome and really annoying if you're playing Gnaw, and I approve of being really annoying against Gnaw, because Gnaw is really annoying as well. Froggy G running away, I'm okay with that. We're being left alone up down here, so no hurry, no stress. Let's go up, see what we can help with here. Just try to keep the lanes pushed to their side, so we always have the room to back off if needed. We're gonna ignore Yuri, since Yuri in general have no mobility, at least not this early on, so he's not that much of a danger when he's below you. And Gnaw being the new Leon with the left mouse button and a click as soon as the spit cooldown is down. Still okay, still like Gnaw, just easy to play nowadays, isn't it? And that hurt a little bit. Always keep throwing dynamites as soon as the cooldown is up. Even if you're not hitting anything, I feel it's kind of relevant to keep trying at least. Not in this case, since we're running away. Let's go back and grab our extra stick and get this party started. Here we go. Now we need another 400-ish for the rubber grenade and run speed. We'll get them both at the same time. There's no real hurry with either of them at this point, since no one is currently doing a stellar ganking job, and at that point we're not gonna be in any rush. For some reason this build just makes me relaxed when I play it, because it's such a safe build even though it looks really unsafe. And when you're comfortable with it, you're usually in pretty good shape at all times, and you have a lot of control over the map. And we aim to keep that control, obviously. A kill, well done. Well done for doing a spike. So the reason we're not doing spike so far is that I haven't really had the time to play him that much, and he's not as powerful as I would like him to be, to make a decent video about him at least. In difference of Lonestar here, which I'm very comfortable with. So if someone has a really good spike build, please feel free to leave them in comments, and I'll be glad to try them out. It would be awesome to see some suggestions. For now we're sticking with this, and we'll just do awesome mods that we really enjoy playing, that are fun. There's no... While I would like to always cover the latest and greatest, I feel that you can find that on a lot of other channels that just show off Spike, Vinny and Spike. I don't know why I call him Spike only, mainly because it's mainly Spike. That Spike makes up most of that character with his bloated three-eyed face. So, in essence, there's really no point for this channel in general to make videos about the latest and greatest without having a decent build for it. Because that's what we do here. We find good builds and we abuse the hell out of them and we kick ass. There we go, cleaning another lane, letting them run around and gank as they wish. See if we can not catch Froggy G, clearly. I'm not sure what he's doing and why he's not ganking more, but not gonna complain. Froggy G can be really annoying. So, the negative side of this build, I guess, is the fact that it's really boring to watch for a while, because you're only bouncing around throwing stuff. And oh, we have enough solar. Let's go back and get our rubber grenades as well as our run speed and start being really annoying, not just in control but annoying. And hello, Froggy G. I'm not sure he's in a position to actually fight me right now, and if he tries to shoot, he slows down, so he has to run, even though he probably could try to take up the fight, but he would be losing, because I would re him too much health, and I don't think he has appropriate stun upgrades so far. That's one of the main concerns you will have as Lonestar with no health builds, is actually Froggy G with long stuns, because he is actually capable of killing you outright without you being able to fight back. At this point though, he's not in that position, and we're not gonna let him get there if we can avoid it. Cleaning another lane quickly. These grenades clear out a lot, and hello Gnaw. Wheelings everywhere, wheelings. We clear them out as well with our dynamites, and that hurts. Let's take a step back, get some health back. Outrange, and here comes Yuri. I'm not gonna chase him, we're gonna try to clear the wheelings instead so we can push the tower. And Froggy G, I'm not sure why you're not shooting, Froggy G, but you should be shooting at me. And hitting pretty much all of Yuri's mines, that's okay still. There we go, another lane cleared, and can we... Oh, we could hit Yuri, but we didn't get a kill, and that's okay, that's exactly what we wanted, and anyways. Bit of luck involved, obviously. That's very ballsy of you, Gnaw. And there we go. Let's go back to the lane. Throwing grenades, pushing back, and the interesting part about this really is the fact that we're pushing without using the hyperbole at any point, which always confuses people because they're expecting to be pushed back and they're never pushed back, yet they're not moving anywhere. So we're just gonna take out the tower as much as possible. As soon as something happens, we run away, because we don't want to be caught in a 2 versus 1 either. We can always get away from 2 versus 1s usually, but with stuns and crowd control that's going around here, I'm not willing to take risks. He is softening him up a little bit more, hoping that Coco will be able to hit them behind there. No hits for Coco so far. And there we go. Another lane cleared. Let's not bother with the tower, because if we take out the tower, sure, we will be getting further, but we will not be clearing bots as fast. I'm not sure where I was going with that idea, but in general, I'm not too bothered about the towers because I know they will be going down and there's very little they can do about it, and I'm not in a hurry. Ouch. Froggy D trying something fancy with his splash dash, is it? Not succeeding, however, which is okay with me. And down goes one. Can he take down the other one as well? Can I chase him down? No, but I hit Froggy D with all three of them in his face. Not helping. Actually helping then. That's cool. Well done, Pew Pew. There we go. Let's go back. Use our 600 solar, which we randomly got. Let's take exploding bullets for that extra AoE punch. It's a rather uncommon upgrade, and that's why I like it at this point, because people don't expect it. They stay a little bit too close and suddenly they start getting hit for 9 damage at a time, even though they have bots in front, droids in front of them. Which always, that little extra bit of surprise attack always makes a difference, and if you can get 3 or 4 shots in with that, you've suddenly chipped away a good 40 health from someone. And here comes Gnaw again. We're gonna jump away, missing all the mines. Luck is, as always, part of my build. And here comes the big gank, I guess. Everyone runs away instead. Not very good. There's a lot of mines going, but that's okay. You can usually take one in the face and then move on. And the other thing that should be noted about this is that you don't have to worry too much about spits from Gnaw. Even with his damage upgrades, he's not that much of a worry as long as you have droids that you can leech health from. And okay, apparently he decided to be in range of me now. That's okay. Health, there we go. Almost full health again, and let's just stay and wait here. There's no hurry. This one is going down. A little ballsy move. I shouldn't be doing this and getting this low on health, but I'm feeling adventurous tonight. Down goes Gnaw again. Well done, Coco, yet again. Yuri is softened up, but we have nothing to gank him with, so let's... Well, we can't do anything. He's behind the turret, but I could go down and try to run around, but I'm not going to be bothered because it's better to have him run back at this point and start ganking. Start pushing away at the turret. And another hit. The bouncing grenades does so much for you since the upgrade, especially when it comes to hitting things. You just let them go in a lane and they'll usually hit. We're not gonna care for Gnaw, he's running away, and there we go, down goes the tower, meaning they have little defense. And can we hit Yuri? He's gonna get away, sadly, but what can you do? We've pushed both of them. We're in a good position right now, and I have AoE bullets. Missing Yuri. Yuri has started aiming for his mines. The minor mistake I see Yuri doing right now is that he has healing aura and mines with triple mine upgrades, which means that he has split his solar into 2 trees, whereas I have only 1 tree. Meaning that at this point my dynamite is heavier, better upgraded than either of his upgrades. His mines and his aura, which means in essence I'm a little bit ahead of him because I can pack a bigger punch, whereas he has a weak heal and weak mines, which is not a very useful combination. I think Froggy D is lagging a little bit. That's okay with me though, it gave me the ability to get away. Let's get some health back. There we go. No need to worry so far. Can we hit something? No? That's okay. Let's fall back, I suspect, at this health. We're gonna go spend our 700 solar again. Keeps adding up, more damage for the bullets, and now we get the hyper ball just for that extra little touch of oomph. Again, I can feel my commenting ability being very low right now, and it feels really strange to be back. It's really nice to be back, and I'll try to make more videos more often. I'm gonna try to aim again at our regular schedule, as it was called once, of doing once a week at least. However, as said, I don't have that much time nowadays, so I'm not sure how good I will be after a while. Here's to hoping I can keep my skills up. And Froggy G trying to chase us down. There's little he can do with the hyper ball going as well. Let's push back in, push back the droids. Froggy G runs away again, health back up. And pushing Yuri away, hoping to hit him with something. No one was there to take him. It's okay though. And that was a mine. Oh well, I'm okay with that. I'm at 22, the closest is 19, so we're in a good position right now, even though we have a few deaths on our side and very few kills, from me at least. I don't need to kill, as you can see, 97 droids instead, compared to the closest 48. It makes a difference, it makes a big difference. And that's kind of one of the things that you have to look out for, even for other Awesomnauts and other builds as well, that you should keep in mind that you either go for ganking or lane clearing, but you should probably not aim for both, because there are very few Awesomnauts that can do both at the same time well, but they can usually do either one very well. Also, the second thought you have to put into it is, what are you able to gank when you can gank? Take Lonestar for example. Is really good at things that are slow. I can easily gank, say, Clunk for example, if I were to face him, and also pretty decent against Skoldir. However, against Yuri or say, I don't know, Leon, total crap. I can soften them up, but I'm not gonna be able to catch them very often. Same with Froggy G, as you can see, he can always just run away from me. So those are things to keep in mind even when you're making your own builds, that focus on one thing, focus on one ability, or focus on a combination of abilities if they can be combined well without losing anything. And those are the tips for the day, I guess. I'm not sure where I was going with that, but we are currently aiming at dynamites, and that's what we've gone for, and that has given us such a big advantage at this point that there's very little they can do from now on. They can try to fight back, but they're too far behind. There we go, down goes the last one, and we're aiming for our GG. It should be happening very soon. I wonder if we should go and show off this little detail as well. If you're standing here and you have exploding bullets, you can shoot straight through, just like Clunk can with his explosions, letting us stay safe up here. It's cheap, I consider it a little bit exploity, but apparently Ronimo is okay with this. Now, however, this is not a good position to be in. This is gonna hurt, and I'm gonna die. That's okay, we've still won. The GG is right there. So, that's all for this week. Back next week, as always. I've been the host, you've been the audience, and bear with me. Toodles!